These are the latest faces to come from Tuesday's tragedy in Louisville. A 3-year-old girl and her grandfather killed when a UPS cargo plane came crashing through an industrial park in Louisville outside Ollie International. Lou Fendon and his 3-year-old granddaughter Kimberly Asa among the 13 confirmed dead from Tuesday's crash, including the 3 crew on board. Today, 9 still unaccounted for, many believed to be underneath debris spanning close to a mile wide. And just take a look at that debris. New aerial video released by the National Transportation Safety Board from the crash site. The crash destroyed several businesses, sending a fireball into an RV park, dozens of cars, and 18-wheelers. NTSB investigators found 2 recording devices that will give key details about the crash. Those have been sent to Washington, D.C. for analysis, while investigators on the ground piece together what went wrong. WHAS11's Conroy DeLuce joins us live right outside Muhammad Ali International Airport. Now, Conroy, we know you spoke to an NTSB board member. Where are they with this investigation?
Gabe, right now there are more than 30 members from NTSB combing through the wreckage, and they've examined the scene here at the airport behind me at the runway where the plane took off. And the focus is shifting now toward that debris field you were talking about. And I did speak with Todd Inman one-on-one yesterday after yesterday's briefing, and he is a Kentucky native. He told us the objectives are to try and figure out what happened with this crash to make sure something like this does not happen again, that they can prevent this pain from happening again. And also the other priority is to find any victims that are still out there.
It's bittersweet to be back like this, and especially to see people that are grieving and suffering.
NTSB has now sent more than 30 team members to Louisville to investigate not just the airport, but the debris field.
We are here right now to collect perishable evidence, and when we mean perishable, memories that may fade, making sure we're getting that. Then we secure it and move it to whatever locations we may need for testing.
Inman said NTSB has recovered and retrieved the left engine that fell off of the plane. We learned Wednesday that the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder were also recovered. Once the devices arrived at their Washington, D.C. headquarters, information was extracted.
The FDR, or the flight data recorder, download was successful. It had about 63 hours of data over 24 flights, which included the accident flight.
The landing gear has also been identified.
It's in the active part of where the investigation and the search is going on. And so we also have to be cognizant of the safety of the people that are there. We had to wear personal protective equipment while we were out there today. There's still small, little bitty smoking areas, so we're very careful of everyone's safety.
Careful of safety, along with the #1 priority, finding any potential victims. And we also learned last night that the airport runways have been cleared and the airport is fully operational once again. That happening yesterday at 5 o'clock. And as for today, we're expecting the next update from NTSB at 3 o'clock. We will be there and bring you that information as soon as it comes in. Live from the airport with photojournalist Connie Offit, Conroy DeLuce, WHAS11 on your side.
It is with deep sorrow that I announced there is an additional victim that I've just learned of. A 13th victim passed just a short while ago at U of L Hospital.
Another candle lit and another cross built at the Teamsters vigil last night. The community came together to remember 13 people lost to that UPS cargo plane crash on Tuesday, including 3 crew members on board Flight 2976. Captain Richard Wartenberg, First Officer Lee Truitt, and International Relief Officer Captain Dana Diamond. About 200 people gathered in Louisville for a vigil to remember those crash victims. It's where the mayor revealed one of the 2 people who'd been critically burned died from their injuries. Our Jose Alonso and photojournalist Aspen Hester were there last night to capture that somber moment.
We have many people here today that just have questions, have anger, have bitterness. It's okay to not be okay at this time.
In front of the Teamsters Local 89 Union Hall, in the heart of the South End, a vigil was lit by candlelight and surrounded by grief. From both Louisville's leaders Kentuckians and Hoosiers like Jeffersonville resident Melinda Atman, whose brother works for UPS.
Knowing he was safe, and then my own emotions just grabbed a hold, and it was just absolutely devastating.
Many UPS union workers attending to showcase unity and to remember the victims who lost their lives.
These are my family, because it couldn't have been me.
Support.
So I'm just here to support the rest of the guys.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Lutheran Church Charities going the extra mile to honor the victims with these crosses.
The community can sign messages to the family, whether they knew that person and it's a personal message, or just in general, love and comfort, even promises and encouragement. Then that family gets the heart and the cross.
Union President Avril Thompson says this vigil is their chance to offer comfort through the community that witnessed the tragic airplane crash unfold together.
They were terrified, you know, as you can imagine. I mean, it will terrify you to see it on a recording, a video. You can imagine if you were there, not knowing what's happening. Together we'll get through it.
Mayor Craig Greenberg providing another heartbreaking update.
A 13th victim passed just a short while ago at U of L Hospital.
Silence over the crowd. Right after, a 13th cross was assembled for that victim. It's where we found Louisville resident Karen Yacht.
I wrote on every one of the crosses my name to let the families know that there is people that care. I'm happy that everybody got up and spoke and reassured the families that, you know, we are going to stick together and that we are united.
And many people from across Kentuckiana came, so they know they're not grieving alone. They also possibly came looking for more answers, and Mayor Greenberg provided one when he mentioned that 13th victim died from their injuries in the hospital. Well, let's get you some weather now with meteorologist Austin Evans. Now, Austin, we know that the air quality is something that we've really been looking at this entire week because of that plane crash.
Yes, and thankfully for a good chunk of the week, we haven't really been dealing with significant air quality issues. We don't still have significant issues, but there is a bit of a minor one, just we're at the moderate level, which means that a very small number of unusually sensitive people may have health concerns, and I believe it's likely due to the increased humidity here in Louisville. So we're going to continue to monitor that. Of course, we are also looking at multiple weather impact alert days. The first one being for tonight, though it's very conditional. The risk level pretty low from the Storm Prediction Center. Only a few counties under that 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather. We are looking at the potential for some heavy rain. This is that line moving through right now. Got a lot of lightning in it. Nothing severe, stretching from Litchfield to the northeast through Eastview, E-Town as well, just to the south of Lebanon Junction, moving through Bardstown with some heavy rain, also just having moved through Frankfort. So we're going to continue monitoring these storms as they move through. Futurecast doesn't quite have it right now in terms of the structure, but we'll continue to see some storm activity move through. Again, the highest chance for stronger storms south of Bardstown and Campbellsville, Mumfordville, LaRue County, Adair County, Marion County, whatnot. Those are the chances for the strongest storms. And then by about 10 o'clock, we see most of that rain move out. Here's that college kickoff forecast for your Saturday. We got some rain chances in Louisville and Kentucky.
All right, Austin, thank you so much. Back to that crash now. The Independent Pilots Association says all 3 victims on board were union members. Now the IPA has set up family support groups in all of its states and regions. The union's Brian Godet said the pain of this crash is being felt across its 3,500 members. But here in Louisville, he says it's even more impactful.
And this was a compounding tragedy because it not only affected the flight crew, but it also affected a lot of innocent people who just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Godet said because of the length of the flight to Hawaii, a 3rd crew member, International Relief Officer Captain Dana Diamond, was needed Tuesday to give other pilots rest. Godet said IPA is cooperating with the NTSB investigation.